Alright, so we've got hepatitis, gastritis, and prostatitis on the table.
Well, from what I can tell, it doesn't sound like any of these diseases specifically, but it could be a mix of them.
Or maybe something else entirely. It's not always cut and dry, Hawks.
Perhaps, Hawks. Could there be another diagnosis we're missing?
I'm afraid I think the answer is less complicated than all that. This patient has Amelia syndrome.
Again, we literally just did that one.
That can't be right.
How did you come to that conclusion, Hawks?
It's simple math, folks. 1 + 2 = 1, not 3.
Did Chaplain John tell you that or something?
But, Dr. Hawks, hepatitis, gastritis, and prostatitis are all separate illnesses.
And Amelia syndrome is something entirely different.
I think we need more information before we start jumping to conclusions like that, don't you?
Listen up. Dr. Leslie is going to perform a total mesorectal excision on the patient. Frank and Randall bust into the patient's domicile to find clues to prove that it's Amelia syndrome, since no one believed me regarding the symptoms.
But Hawks, the risks.
Don't worry about it. It's what needs to be done for the greater good.
What if we're wrong and the patient dies because of our mistake?
Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I don't like this, Hawks. But what choice do we have at this point?
You have 2 choices. You can either do as I say, or you can both spend the next 5 years in jail.
5 years in jail? For what?
For annoying me or something. I'll think of a trumped-up charge in the meantime. Get me out, Joe! Get me out of here! I don't see why you're questioning my judgment, Tracy. I've been doing this for years now.
And in all those years, Hawks, how many times have you actually been right?
Well, that's not really the point.
It is the point. We can't afford to go down this road again with such a complex procedure. Your patient apparently has Amelia syndrome. Miraculously, the day after you already declared it for a separate patient. You need to reconsider your stance.
I'm stancing my legs towards the door and stancing my right arm while extending my middle finger towards you.
Shit! I knew this was a mistake from the beginning. Why didn't I insist on a proper diagnosis before rushing into surgery? The patient is in critical condition and it's all Hawks' fault. Then Hawks wants me to investigate Randall and Frank's findings at the patient's home? What an idiot. The patient better be unconscious because I cannot believe I just uttered all that.
Well, Frank, it seems we found some crucial information here that contradicts Dr. Hawks's theories about total mesorectal excision.
I know, right? It's a crime to break into someone's house just to find out they were misdiagnosed with Amelia syndrome. But at least now we have the evidence to back our claims against Hawks.
We can't just go ahead and confront him, though. We need more concrete proof before we bring this up in front of his peers.
Agreed. Let's focus on finding any other clues that might help us understand what actually went wrong with the patient's case. How about this VCR?
What would an antique have to do with anything medically relevant?
Maybe it's not the player he uses, but the kinds of videos he pleasures himself to that will give us the clues.
No, that makes even less sense. Leave the damn VCR here, we're leaving.
You morons! You almost killed that man! I should have known better than entrusting his diagnosis to 4 incompetents like yourselves.
Dr. Hawks, we were not the ones who prescribed the wrong treatment. They found something at his home while investigating. Could it be a factor?
Frank and I agree with Leslie, Dr. Hawks. The patient's home seemed relevant in our research, but you're right to be upset.
We understand that you're angry, but we believe there might have been a misinterpretation of the information gathered from his home.
To heck with your beliefs. You didn't even care about the diagnosis. All you did was make him suffer because you were too damn busy finding irrelevant shit at his home.
Dr. Hawks, we are truly sorry.
And we will do everything to make it right.
We swear on our lives, Dr. Hawks.
Your lives are worth swearing to no one. Get out of my life. Well, Johnson, it seems our lunchtime chat will have to wait a bit longer. I believe I finally figured out what's been troubling my patient.
Oh, really? That sounds intriguing. But you can't leave like this, Hawks.
Since when do I care about your oncology department? My medical case isn't exactly going anywhere anytime soon. I'll make sure to catch up with you on this later.
Well, that's a relief. But what about our lunch? It seems we've been interrupted again.
You don't really care about that, do you?
No.
Well, I stormed in because we needed a new perspective on this case.
And that perspective was wrong? Tetra Amelia syndrome?
It turns out the patient doesn't have Amelia Bedelia syndrome. She has fibrochondrogenesis.
We had the right diagnosis all along, Hawks. We just didn't realize it yet.
And if we hadn't realized it when we did, who knows how long it would have taken us to figure it out?
So what's the prognosis for fibrochondrogenesis? Do we know?
Yes, it's a rare genetic disorder, but with proper care and treatment, patients can have relatively normal lives.
And what was the point of Frank and I breaking into the patient's home if you already knew it wasn't Tetra Amelia syndrome?
Because sometimes you need to think outside the box. And besides, we needed concrete evidence before we could make a definite diagnosis.
Well, at least now we have the correct one.
And what happens next?
We treat her accordingly, and hopefully she makes a full recovery.
And if she doesn't,
She dies like you, me, and any hope left for humanity will someday. Yeah, I got it wrong, all right. But let's not forget my diagnostics team for once.
Let's stick to the subject. Hawks, you admitted you were wrong. That's enough of a lesson for now.
Oh no, Tracy. This isn't about me. It's your idiots in lab coats who couldn't tell right from left if their lives depended on it.
My idiots?
Considering you're assigned their paychecks. Yes, that does seem to be where the problem lies.
All right, I'll start with the idiot in a blue suit walking around with a cane. Let's see if you're still laughing then.